MCQ1 aldosterone. It says an increase in aldosterone follows increased sodium load, increased blood volume, increased oral potassium absorption, increase in aldosterone you can see in patient with trauma, increase in aldosterone you can see with increase in production of angiotensin II. What do you think? What is aldosterone? Aldosterone is kind of hormone going to secrete by your adrenal cortex. Adrenal cortex going to secrete large amount of hormones. One of the very important endocrine organ, adrenal cortex. Here your adrenal cortex. Cross section. If I go through carefully microscopically, what I can see is the outermost layer is look like flowers. Which flowers you like? Rose flowers. Okay, it look like rose flowers. Middle part look like sticks or fascicles. The inner part of the adrenal cortex, look like roots. So outer part is called zona glomerulosa. This rosa, look like rose. Middle part is called zona fasciculata. Why? It look like fascicles. Zona, middle part is zona fasciculata. Inner part is look like root. Now you can suggest name. Zona reticularis. Reticularis means root like. Zona reticularis. From your zona glomerulosa, you are going to secrete mineralocorticoid. Main mineralocorticoid is aldosterone. Zona glomerulosa going to secrete aldosterone. Zona fasciculata going to secrete steroid hormone, that is cortisone and corticosterone. Cortisone and corticosterone going to secrete by your zona fasciculata. No surprising, innermost or hidden part going to secrete sex hormone. Usually sex part is hidden. Hidden part going to secrete sex hormone, dihydroxyepiandrosterone. I can't write it, but I can't tell it. Dihydroxyepiandrosterone going to secrete by your zona reticularis. Now you know how and from where aldosterone come. Next question is, what is aldosterone function? What is the main aldosterone function? Once you secrete aldosterone, they come through the circulation into principal cells or P cells of your collecting duct. This is your nephron. Nephron contain Bowman capsule, proximal convoluted tubule, loop of Henle, thin ascending limb, thick ascending limb, distal convoluted tubule, and the collecting duct. Your collecting duct contains cell type is called principal cells or P cells. Your aldosterone come and bind, stimulate these P cells. Aldosterone bind and stimulate P cells. So P cell going to produce epithelial sodium channel. They are going to produce sodium channel in the luminal membrane. What happened then? Sodium going to reabsorb. With sodium, what happened? Water also going to reabsorb. So main function of your aldosterone is sodium water retention. Not only principal cells, your GI cells also sodium and water reabsorption done by your aldosterone. Your sweat gland also, you are going to secrete sweat. That sweat contains sodium and water. Your aldosterone think, no point of removing that sodium and water. I should reabsorb. That reabsorption also done by your aldosterone. From sweat gland, from GI gland, from nephrons, they are going to reabsorb sodium and water. What happened ultimately? Does it increase sodium load or not? They absorb sodium and water together. So they does not going to increase sodium load. Normal sodium concentration in your blood, how much? 135 to 145 millimoles per liter. normal sodium concentration. Even though you have high amount of aldosterone, that does not exceed beyond the 145. It is within normal range. Why? With the sodium, they are going to reabsorb water definitely. So your sodium load not going to be increased. So answer is wrong. Next one, blood volume. If you have normal volume of blood right now, normal volume of blood, normal volume you have now, I am going to give aldosterone to your body. What aldosterone does is, they are going to reabsorb sodium and water, then increase the volume in your body, increase volume. But your body resists to increase the volume. Why? This is an artificial increase. What happened then? Your atria and great vessels, you have two atrium, right and left atrium. Your atria and great vessels means superior vena cava and inferior vena cava going to stretch because of high volume. They are going to secrete atrial natriuretic peptide. What? They are going to secrete atrial natriuretic peptide. By the name it says natriuresis. They remove sodium with urine. Because of high volume, what happened? Your atrial natriuretic peptide going to secrete. They are going to remove your sodium and water via your kidneys. So you do not get high blood volume. You can have normal blood volume, but you can't have excessive high blood volume even though you have higher amount of aldosterone. Answer is wrong. Third one, oral solid absorption. What happens when you have high aldosterone? They are going to secrete sodium and water. So positivity inside increase. Why? More and more sodium in absorption happen. To maintain the electrical neutrality in your body, you have to push some positive ion into here. Why? They absorb positive ion from the luminal fluid. Now they want to put some positive ion into luminal fluid. What they does is, they put potassium or hydrogen ion into luminal fluid. Under normal condition, they put potassium or hydrogen ion into luminal fluid. This happened in the sweat gland as well. Sweat gland going to lose potassium. Here also they are going to lose potassium. Now you are having deficient in potassium, marginally low potassium level. What is normal potassium level? Potassium. If I check your serum level potassium right now, it is somewhere around 3.5 to 5.1 or 5.5 some low millimoles per liter. Now what happened? More potassium loss from sweat gland, from renal tubule. So you can have lower limit of potassium here. If I give oral potassium to you now, what happened? You have deficient in potassium. Now what? If you are hungry, I give food to you. More and more food you are going to take. More and more food going to reabsorb. Now you have deficient. You have hungry in potassium. Now I am going to give potassium to you. It will increase the potassium absorption. Answer is correct. Next one. What happened in the trauma? What happened in the trauma? Once you have trauma, your stress hormone going to secrete. Your adrenal cortex and adrenal medullary hormone going to increase. Not only that, due to trauma, you can have low blood volume because of hemorrhage. Because of low blood volume, your adrenal cortex going to stimulate by sympathetic system and other one is angiotensin. Your adrenal cortex going to stimulate. You can produce more and more aldosterone. If you found a patient with aldosterone trauma, definitely that patient have little bit of high aldosterone in their blood. Because of trauma, stimulation of the sympathetic system and hypovolemia can induce aldosterone secretion. I don't know it is whether it's match or not, but hypovolemia and sympathetic stimulation which happen with the trauma lead to increase in aldosterone secretion. So I will take this one as correct. Next one, an increase in production of angiotensin 2. You all know about the renin, angiotensin, aldosterone axis. Renin, angiotensin, aldosterone axis. What happens is, once you have hypovolemia following trauma, your renal perfusion going to be reduced. Your afferent glomerular artery pressure going to be reduced. Lesser amount of fluid going to filtrate. So your macula densa going to be activated. Macula densa. What happened? They are going to secrete renin. They are going to secrete renin. What renin does is, your circulatory angiotensinogen, which was produced by your liver, circulatory angiotensinogen convert into angiotensin 1. This angiotensin 1 once go through your lungs, it convert into angiotensin 2 by angiotensin converting enzyme present in the lung. Now it becomes angiotensin 2. What does this angiotensin 2 does is, they go and stimulate your adrenal cortex and going to increase aldosterone secretion. So if you have high angiotensin level in your blood, now you can have high level of aldosterone or increased level of aldosterone. That's also true. I will repeat it again rapidly. An increase in aldosterone follows increased sodium load. It not happen. Increased blood volume. It is not happen. The condition is called escape phenomena. I will teach you later what is escape phenomena. Or if you want, you can search. Next one, increased oral sodium potassium absorption. Answer is true. You can have high aldosterone if you have trauma. You can have high aldosterone if you have high angiotensin 2 level. Thank you very much.